Mr. Alston? Mr. B. Anthony?
Go ahead. Yeah, it's a phone number. I see it. It's on my screen. It's at the bottom. Oh, I guess our things are out of order. Go ahead. Go ahead, Collins.
Mr. Alston? Mr. B. Anthony?
No.
Mr. J. Anthony? Ms. Caldwell?
No.
Mr. Cardwell?
Yes.
Mr. Figlar?
No.
Ms. Gallagher?
Yes.
Ms. Hunt?
Yes.
Ms. Irvin? Ms. Kiley?
Yes.
Mr. Osmanu?
Pass.
Mr. Stevens?
Yes.
Ms. Sweet?
No.
Mr. Webber?
Yes.
Ms. Baez?
Take the passes first.
Ms. Gallagher?
No.
Mr. Osmanu?
No.
Ms. Baez?
Did you get Alston?
I asked, he didn't respond. Mr. Alston?
I did. Yes.
Could not hear you. Thank you. And Mr. J. Anthony's no longer present? And Ms. Irvin never
No,
showed up?
Jay Anthony's no longer present.
Great.
Yes.
So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 yeses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 no's.
All right. We're not a rubber stamp, I tell you that much. All right. Okay. Thank you very much. This has been an arduous process and is not done yet. Now we give it over to, so this budget passes. The amendments are solidified. Gruen, tell me if there's any more that I need to take and I can't remember before I close this one out and I start the special meeting.
Yeah, I think you're done with your deliberations. You're going to open your special meeting, and that would, you follow your agenda and you adopt a budget ordinance or not.
All right. It's hard for me to hear everything, but I think you said I'm ready to go.
I think so.
All right. We're ready to go. All right, that has been passed. And now we are going to move on and close this budget at 10:57 p.m. And we're going to open up our special meeting. That special meeting now will include us reading the ordinance in. All right, y'all. Roll call by Collins to make sure that we have a quorum, and then we're going to give it over to our majority leader.
Mr. Alston?
Present.
Mr. B. Anthony?
No.
This is roll call, babe.
No, anyways.
You're present. Okay, Mr. J. Anthony? Mr. J. Anthony's home? Okay, Ms. Caldwell?
Here.
Mr. Cardwell?
Present.
Mr. Figlar?
Here.
Ms. Gallagher?
Here.
Ms. Hunt?
Present.
Ms. Irvin is absent. Ms. Kiley?
Here.
Mr. Osmanu?
Here.
Mr. Stevens?
Present.
Ms. Sweet?
Yes, I'm here.
Mr. Webber?
He said here.
And Ms. Baez.
I'm here.
We have a quorum.
Okay, the roll has been taken and we are ready to do regular agenda number 1, which is adoption of the town budget, ordinance, establishment of tax rate and levy, expenditures and accounting for fiscal year 24-25. Now I'm handing it over to Majority Leader Stevens to go ahead and do your thing. Read it off for us.
All right. Thank you. Uh, I'll try to channel Counselor O'Brien's. I don't need to go as yes, not as speedy. All right. People say I speak slow. Should I take it? No, I'll just go normal. My natural vibe is slow, but I won't slow down more. Okay. Thank you. Mhm. Yes, good idea. Okay. Let me get. Town of Hamden Legislative Council, adoption of town budget ordinance, establishment of tax rate and levy, expenditures and accounting fiscal year 2024-2025, presented by Legislative Council. Whereas pursuant to section 10(3)(a) of the Charter of the Town of Hamden, the Hamden Charter, the mayor is required to transmit a proposed town budget to the Legislative Council not later than March 18th of each year, budget transmission. And whereas on March 18th, 2024, the mayor transmitted the proposed town budget, including the contents required by section 10(3)(b) and (c) of the Hamden Charter. And whereas the Legislative Council conducted an initial public hearing on April 2nd, 2024, in accordance with section 10(4)(a), which requires a public hearing on or before the 8th day of April. And whereas the Legislative Council conducted a final public hearing on May 16th, 2024, in accordance with section 10(4)(a), which requires a public hearing prior to the final deliberations on the proposed town budget. And whereas, in accordance with section 10(5)(a) of the Hamden Charter, the Legislative Council is required to take final action on the proposed town budget not later than May 17th, 2024. And whereas, in accordance with section 10(5)(a)(1), at the time the council approves the adopted town budget, it may fix the tax rate in mills, which shall be levied on the taxable property in the town for the ensuing fiscal year. Now, be it ordained by majority vote of the Legislative Council as follows that 1. The Legislative Council hereby adopts a budget for the fiscal year commencing on July 1st, 2024 and ending on June 30th, 2025, fiscal year 2024-2025, designated as the adopted town budget in the amount of $299,148,119 in expenditures and $299,148,119 in appropriations. 2. For fiscal year 2024-2025, taxes not in excess of $250 shall be collected in one payment pursuant to Connecticut General Statute, Section 12-144, and property taxes under $5 shall be waived pursuant to Connecticut General Statute, Section 12-144C. And 3. For fiscal year 2024-2025, the dates on which taxes on the grand list of 2023 shall become due and payable are July 1st, 2024 and January 1st, 2025. And 4, the Legislative Council may modify the fiscal year 2024-2025 adopted town budget by motion or order in a manner consistent with the applicable provisions of the town charter, including, but not limited to, transfers, additional appropriations, and modification of the budget. And 5, the mayor shall be authorized to transfer between line items within any department, commission, or board the amount of $10,000 without approval of the Legislative Council, with the exception of those transferred governed by section 10-9D1B of the town charter. 6, that the finance director shall be authorized and ordered as follows. A, close out completed capital projects accounts and transfer any surpluses in an amount not to exceed $25,000 per project to cover deficits for any capital projects approved by the Legislative Council, or, after consultation with the town's bond council, to be used for the reimbursement of principal and/or interest paid on the town's bonds not to exceed $25,000 in the aggregate for the fiscal year ending June 30th, 2024. B, close out and transfer any surpluses in any amounts to the line accounts in the budget for fiscal year ending June 30th, 2024 to the general fund. C, transfer the accrued interest in the capital projects fund to the general fund as of the year ending June 30th, 2024. D, effectuate interdepartmental transfers, general and special, in an amount not to exceed $10,000 during the last 90 days of the fiscal year ending June 30th, 2025, in accordance with section 10-9D2A of the town charter. E, report to the mayor and Legislative Council all such transfers, including the individual and aggregate funds transferred at year end. 7, the tax rate for fiscal year 2024-2025 shall be fixed at 55.61 mils on the adjusted grand list of October 2023 in the amount of $214,375,777 to finance appropriations of $299,148,119 $148,119. Approved by the Legislative Council. Names too.
Thank you so much for reading that into the record, and doing it at a nice speed. I believe now is the time that we would take the vote, but this is also an opportunity for council members to discuss. So if you would like to discuss, I'm definitely granting hands to do so. Okay. Ooh. Now we're not chatty. Okay. Okay. We're gonna take a roll call vote then if no one wants to speak on what's going on here. So Ms. Collins, you have you ready?
Yeah.
All right, I'm calling the vote. Go ahead.
Mr. Alston,
Yes.
Mr. B. Anthony,
No.
Mr. J. Anthony, Ms. Caldwell,
No.
Mr. Cardwell,
Yes.
Mr. Figlar,
No.
Ms. Gallagher,
No.
Ms. Hunt,
Yes.
Ms. Irvin, Ms. Kiley,
Yes.
Mr. Osmanu,
Pass.
Mr. Stevens,
Yes.
Ms. Sweet,
No.
Mr. Webber,
Yes.
yes. Okay. All right, back to Mr. Osmanu
No.
and then Ms. Baez.
Yes. All right. We're all set. That passes.